Even before the start of World Cup 2023, we have been putting things in place certainly to ensure that when 2026 comes around, that we are ready to execute. We have a brand new coach with a new coaching staff. Of course, there will be some of the old guard to give him as much support as we can. But we are very excited. We believe that the new coach with his two new staff members will positively impact our program, and we have a portfolio responsibility that is second to none because he will have a lot of work to do.
Access expectations. Should Reggae Boys fans have hopes in the team's current and future directions? Join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. Hope is the companion of power and mother of success, for whoso hopes strongly has within him the gift of miracles. This is an amazing quote written by Samuel Smiles, as it links directly to the Jamaica men's national team. Welcome to Premier 7 yet again, everyone. I am your host, Ryan Nelson. Do you have hope in the Reggae Boys? Do you believe that the change will start and continue into the FIFA World Cup campaign thereafter that will also help us to make it to the promised land? And what happens thereafter? Will it be positivity, or it will be the speed bumps, or the continuous thoughts of what is it to think about the national team? People, it is for me as your host, Ryan Nelson, to bring you some news surrounding the Jamaica men's national team. Of course, it is the month of November. It is my month. It is the month that the Jamaica men's national team will also be facing the United States in the quarterfinals of the CONCACAF Nations League on two legs. Do you believe in the national team? Of course, today's topic is all about the question: access expectations. Should Reggae Boys fans have hopes in the team's current and future decision, directions? That is. I mean, currently we look all right, but what about the future? Should we have the hope that Jamaica will become a more consistent team? From this topic, I have brought together three important parts. I'm going to speak about Jamaica, Reggae Boys on a general basis, then look on some statistical representation, analyze that, and then I will answer the question: should fans have hope in the team's current and future directions? I am a fan. I will share my opinion, and also for you to share your say. The thing is, Premier 7 is here. As you can see, I have 1,662 subscribers, people. I would love to at least hit 1,700 subscribers then by way of this video, and I would love to even receive more beyond that. That should state now that if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, then you know what to do. I made a poll a few hours ago that speaks directly to a question that asks Reggae Boys fans, what excites you the most about the Jamaica men's national team current journey? 45 votes thus far, which is amazing. One comment, two likes, but the poll reveals that majority are excited about the possible World Cup 2026 arrival, with 44%, the others stating the coach and his system with 29%, finally, the existing and new players. So most of us are focused mainly on the hopes of seeing the Reggae Boys making it to the FIFA World Cup of 2026. I think it is the easiest path for us as well. But will we make it? But I have to give a big shout out to Play-Doh 10, a huge follower of Premier 7. And the comment that was shared, this person mentioned that for him, the coach, the players, the new players, and possibly playing in the World Cup, I did not vote. So everything for this amazing follower is about what the poll states. He wants to see everything being brilliant, excited about the national team, and I don't think him alone, myself, and also you by extension. So, people, let's have a chat about the Jamaica men's national team generally. Are we achieving a lot? Are we failing a lot? Or are you seeing progress from our current state and hopefully it will go and become stronger in the future? Coach Steve McLaren is the man that we have our faith in at this moment. And it's a balance whereas his progress is concerned. He has not lost many, he has not won many, but we're seeing that the national team has been making progress, even post Al Grimson. But right now, right here, we can say that Jamaica have the promise to reach the promised land because we have some players who we can rely on to do well, players who are consistent. One, of course, if not anyone else, this person has to be mentioned, our captain in an Andre Blake. Andre Blake is representing Jamaica at the highest level and is always consistent. I mean, this month is his month as well. I'm not trying to feel special because I was born in this month, but just to show you how impactful this captain is, we would like for all other players to be impactful. And if that happens, then Jamaica will have a team who will do well in the cups, competitions, also qualifiers, and book our spot in that specific tournament, the FIFA World Cup. Jamaica, to me, to some extent, is overhyped. But when you have love for things, we look past the negatives, or we even look sometimes past reality and believe that even though we may not have enough, we still can do the unexpected. I mean, Jamaica is yet to make a big impact in CONCACAF, right? Even teams like sometimes Haiti has been performing better than Jamaica. And we have not seen ourselves winning anything prestigious. We haven't won the World Cup, the Gold Cup, the Nations League, the Copa America, but we have won the Caribbean Cup 6 times, finishing second place 3 times and third place 2 times. We want for that to roll over into even the Copa America. If not Copa America, then the Nations League and Gold Cup. We want to cement our spot on the global market. We want for our players to make us feel that we're supporting them for the rightful reason. And we're seeing the progression. We are seeing the progression. But people, what do you think about the national team? Do you have any hopes in the Reggae Boys? Well, I think I am neutral where Jamaica is concerned. But I mean, I'm going to be positive and keep the fire burning. So I'm going to speak about Jamaica Reggae Boys profile, the team on a whole, looking on the statistical representation and just a reflection on the CONCACAF Nations League. We have drew two, we have won two, but our goals 4-1 with a goal difference 3. I think the teams that we played against, we should be doing better, right? But out of 6 teams, we have topped the chart, and has been the second time in a row. So we're proud that we're doing well in that aspect, but we want to improve. Whereas goal is concerned, our defense isn't bad, so it's more so a focus of having a balance with a team that we can say, all right, defense strong, midfield strong, and also the front line is strong. But progress is being seen. But if I should reflect on the Copa America of 2024, our average rating is 6.72. And we know that in the Copa America, we lost all 3 games: Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela. These nations are the ones who really test how strong and effective Jamaica is. Remember, we haven't won anything outside of the Caribbean Cup. So it shows that Jamaica is weak, very weak in other competitions, especially when it comes on to playing outside of CONCACAF, right? The Copa America is a very excited competition, but we are yet to even win a game. I don't think we even drew a game. So we have to step up. We cannot be here talking about the national team and the national team isn't performing to suit our expectation. Fans are supporting from yard or abroad, and the players aren't stepping up. I think the players can do better, and it's not like they're not trying, but maybe the quality of the players aren't good enough. But people, we should know or we can recall that we have players who we are looking at and players who we currently have. You know, I think that we get in a Isaac Hayden right now, so we can say hopefully the defensive line in the midfield has improved. All right, so just to bring up something else surrounding the national team, this speaks directly to our players directly, right? Um, Reflecting on the Copa America, Bobby Reed was the player who was more outstanding for us with a rating of 6.84. Thereafter, Greg Lee, then Lemby Kisa, then Michael Antonio, then Deshaun Bernard. I mean, no one here is in the rating of 7. 6 is an average, but it is disappointing to see the players performing below what we think they could have been performing at that level. If they were performing like say 7.5, then I think the games that we drew or lost in different competitions apart from the Copa America, we would have been more proud of our players. But we see progress. We see our players being performing in areas that we think was worse than before. But something that is outstanding for the national team is that of the defense line. We want for the consistency to start strike. In the midfield, we're still yet to decide or to formulate 3 pivotal players in that area, and up front is getting loose. Demarai Gray, who used to be our killer, he has not been hitting the net as all we want for him to be hitting the net. And from Demarai Gray isn't scoring, then is it a case which others starts to fail? I think persons could even use that to say yes, because we haven't been winning any games thereafter. But I mean, persons who support Jamaica believe in them, but I would love to see the national team step and start to deliver more and more. The thing is, we have some players who represents Jamaica who we believe that they should step up more. And players like a Damian Lowe, Latibody or Bobby Reed should step up because they are persons who Jamaican fans believe are very important. But you see, Demarai Gray, I spoke about him a few seconds ago. He is that talisman who we relied on to score goals. We need for Demarai Gray to start hitting the net again. Leon Bailey more so is going to come back. People say that when Bailey is playing for Jamaica, he plays well as well. So, I mean, let's see. All right, so what's the hope? Do you have hope in Jamaica current and future directions? I think as I've said earlier out, I'm going to remain neutral, but I don't think we are in a spot that is much of a bother. I don't think we're in a worse spot than in the past because the World Cup qualifying stage should be easier, but we cannot underestimate any team. It's like we're saying then that Ronaldo, even though he's great right now, he doesn't have to train to play against upcoming players. That would be a rubbish type of mentality to have. So we have to believe and keep the fire burning because we cannot underestimate any team that we're going to play against in the qualifiers. The last time I think we should have qualified, we fell short. This is an easier avenue for us to go through. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's believe in our players, but the players have to believe in themselves and start to execute and deliver. From that, now we can decide then that if we do well in the CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinals, if we defeat the United States, which I don't think we will, but put up some good fight, and if we lose, then we can say it was a very excellent performance. But then again, we don't want to lose, we want to win. From that, we can say then the trajectory of Jamaica football is going in the best of the best direction. So, people, for me, if Jamaica defeat United States and start to play well in other competition and the qualifiers, then the hope will be there. You know, when you're a fan of a team, you will try your best to support your players. But when they start to do crap, I know for myself, I will start to get very upset. So it's time for us to at least wanting to see players performing well so we can embrace their performances, right? And from that, we can see when they do so, we can believe in the future direction. So, people, what is your say on the topic? Access expectations. Should Reggae Boy fans have hopes in the team's current and future directions? Well, it is for you to say. I have done my part. However, we have a mixture of young players and elderly players or middle aged players who can do the job. And it is good to have a balance in the team, whereas age is concerned with experience as well. So the more experience, the more exposure, the better the nations will become. So, people, I love Jamaica. I love my team, not only Manchester United, the West Indies, Mumbai Indians, and other teams, but Jamaica that I speak about here in Premier 7 is a priority. I want to speak and gain my subscription and get what I should get from YouTube as well, just as though I want to see Jamaica start to hit the ground hard and let teams fear them. So, people, it is now my time to go and for you to leave your say in the comment section. You take care until we meet again. Bye bye for now.